मेरी रूह का परिंदा फड़फड़ाए, लेकिन सुकून का जजीरा मिल न पाए, वे की करा।
I want to talk a little bit about the motto of this particular weekend. And before I talk about the motto, let me talk about the reason we are talking about it. Are you with me? If you go to QI Tower, which is in Kuala Lumpur, and I would strongly suggest that all of you make that visit to see in brick and stone what we have built in 20 years. As you walk into the tower, in the lobby, what do you see? There is a statue. In the lobby stands a life-size bronze statue of Mahatma Gandhi. Because the unique thing about Gandhi and his life was how he basically brought the world together. Never have I seen a man make an impact across the continents, across the globe, such as he did. Despite the fact that it was not his own country, he began his first rebellion against tyranny in Mother Africa, in South Africa. And from Gandhi comes a lot of things that are important to all of you. First is the word rhythm. What does it stand for? Rhythm is the single most powerful thing. We built this on the platform of rhythm. This company is where it is today because of rhythm. And rhythm came from Gandhi. There's a little story of Gandhi when he was in the farm in Johannesburg, in South Africa. In his battle against tyranny, colonization, he had so many people come to him, volunteers that came to him from all walks of life. Are you with me? So one day, in the ashram, the farm where he worked, he came across a new young man who was cleaning out the latrine. You understand latrine? So he was cleaning out the latrine, the toilet. So Gandhi ji stopped and said, "So where did you come from? Why did you come?" To which the young man answered, "I'm an engineering student in my 3rd year, and I left university to come here to serve you." Are you with me? And Gandhiji looked at him and smiled. "You left studying engineering to come here and clean toilets?" And the boy said, "Yes, because I want to serve you in any way that I can. I want to serve this cause of yours in any way that I can. I have 2 hands, and I want to give this in your service." To which Gandhiji said, looking at this young man, he says, "I have a lot of people who can come here and clean toilets. I have a lot of people who can come here and clean toilets. It doesn't require any skill. But what I need are engineers, lawyers, doctors, and skilled. First go back, raise yourself, and come back to me then we can help mankind." And that passage stuck in my head for many, many years. So when a chance came to us to actually sit down and come up with a motto for this company, that came to my mind. And here's the other unique thing. We have 12 directors. When we started the company, we had 12 directors, 8 different passports, none of them Indian. And still, all 12 directors at the time, when we sat and we talked about having someone who was an icon to the company, all 12 of us agreed on Mahatma Gandhi. He was not a man who belonged to any nation. He belonged to the world. He was not a politician. He was not and did not belong to any party. He was born in British India, traveled on a British document to study, and then again on a British document to study, to work in South Africa, and then again on a British document to come back to India. If at all, his only claim to any kind of nationality would have been British. But yet, he belonged to the world. His strongest statement, which is still in my head right now, is when he said, I like the doors, the windows of my house to be open to every corner of the world. The winds from every corner of the world must sweep through my house. I want the winds from every corner of the world to sweep through my house, but yet I will not be swept off my feet. That is the power of networking. That you can actually take this, build a network that is global across the world. The only thing that is restricting your network and your ability to build it is yourself. Are you with me? So the beauty of rhythm led us to Mahatma Gandhi. Now, the other thing that I would like to share with you, I was in a conference in Europe, and they had this amazing advertisement that speaks volumes about the man without me having to speak for the next half an hour. The advertisement was not done by an Indian company. It was done by an Italian company. They used him as their icon. Are you with me? Telecom Italia had this advertisement, and it swept me off the feet. It made me realize the impact of this man across the world. And if he can do it, you can do it. I have not seen this advertisement for many years, but all of a sudden, it came up in my planning for today. I actually have it ready. At a time where telecommunication virtually did not exist. You know, you had one newspaper maybe for 5 to 10 villages. No radio, hardly. One radio, maybe shared by 20, 25 villages. Are you with me? No newspapers or no Twitter, no Snapchat, no Facebook. And yet when this man spoke, 300 million people listened. And when he died, 1 million people walked, came by bullock cart, by train, by any transport they could find to come and see him. Never has an impact of a man who did not have any position, title, fame, wealth. And yet he was able to reach out and touch so many hearts. Some years ago, when they asked me, when do you want to hit $1 billion? Are you with me? It struck me because Gandhiji is our icon. Why would I be interested in $1 billion? So my answer to the magazine that was asking me was, I don't really care when we hit $1 billion, but I'm very focused indeed on the day that we hit 1 billion hearts. If this man can unite the world the way he did, then let us have him for a few minutes so he can unite us all under this roof. Let me give you Mahatma Gandhi.
If you want to give him a message, it must be a message of love. It must be a message of truth. I want to capture your hearts. Let your hearts have in unison with what I am saying. I shall finish my work. A friend asked yesterday, did I believe in one word? How can I possibly do other? Of course I believe in word.
The purpose of this advertisement was to show that if he lived in our times today, with the technology that we have today, his impact would not be 300 million. His impact would be the entire planet. Are you with me? It is Mandela who said, just to show how global this man was, he said in answer when he addressed the Indian Parliament, some parliament, the answer that he gave was that you gave us Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. We gave you the Mahatma. Let that sink in. Are you with me? That is why I became convinced about networking. There is virtually nothing else on this planet where your success depends on the success of others, where you build others up first before yourself, where you have to be truly a leader, and where you have to believe in the message of one world. When we began 20 years ago, the concept of a global village was just beginning. And we saw it. We believed in it. We believed in the world coming together as one. We believed. And because we believed at that point, we have all of you here today. We have a world full of strife and differences. A world that is trying to divide and differentiate. Are you with me? But in this business, we have a unique proposition. The proposition is very simple. You do not discriminate based on class or caste, culture or country, or gender, or any other division. Are you with me? We are all one. And if we believe in that, we are all one. And we believe in working together, then anything is possible. You see, the people who didn't believe in us at that time, and there were a lot of people who didn't believe in us, are you with me? Did not really understand this. Yes, the prophet is an important target. But until you achieve it, you have a ball, iron ball tied to your leg. Are you with me? It is called bills, liabilities. It is called loans, debt. It's there. Every time you walk, you have to pull that iron ball. And we keep on pulling it. And our only objective is to be free of that ball. It slows us down from walking, leave alone running. So the term financial freedom is to free ourselves from that ball. Are you with me? But you know what we do? We work so hard, achieve that financial freedom, lose that iron ball, and then we just transfer it from one leg to the other leg. Now, this new iron ball is all the things that we desire. The Ferrari, the yacht, the new apartment, the new car, the new this, the new that, the new... Every single asset that you're bringing in is another ball. What does it mean? It says, raise yourself. Raise yourself. That is the first learning. Are you with me? Japa and I obviously do not need to be here. Many of the V partners do not need to be here. Are you with me? But this has become more than financial freedom. It has become a passion. It has become our life's work. It has become our ability to give back to society. Are you with me? Which is why as a company, we haven't gone out there to build new towers. We haven't gone out there to buy private planes. As a company, we chose to go out there and build a university. As a company, we chose to give back. And that is the first thing that you will see. Are you with me? So yes, we are a little bit strange, a little bit mad. But mad is good. Mad simply means making a difference. One people. We are one people. Are you with me? It's ridiculous for us to look at our skin color and differentiate us from each other. It's ridiculous to allow a piece of paper given by some other authority to say, I am this, that, or the other. Are you with me? Who draws the line between two countries? Another man. Are you with me? That line does not exist in geography. But there is a line with a border and barbed wire, and you need a piece of paper to get you across the other side. Are you with me? 150 years ago, most probably, that country didn't exist. It's not in the last 1,000 years. It's the last 100 years that these divisions have come about. Are you with me? We are one people. The fact that we speak different languages should not divide us. Different cultures should not divide us. It should only enrich us. So one people. And the divisions between us have to come down. We have to learn to speak each other's languages. We have to learn to understand each other's cultures. We have to embrace each other. Are you with me? Here we learn to serve, and we serve to lead. Are you following me? So let's understand this concept. You cannot network until you understand one people. You will not understand how to do this unless you understand one people. One people means no divisions. They are all equal to you. They are all your family. They are all your family. Are you with me? And if you think in that fashion, understand this. Nobody that you meet by accident. Nobody that you meet by accident. There are no flaws in the master plan. True or not? Which is why I met Japa. And we are now 21 years old. Are you with me? As a relationship. Nobody you meet by accident. If you meet nobody by accident, he puts them there. Who are you to argue with that? Who are you to create divisions? Unfortunately, you are allowing this to destroy a planet that was already for one people. One people. Which leads me to the next. Now, one planet, why? Because this one planet means one world, which is what he talked about. All these divisions, these lines, these passports that we carry, unfortunately, these are things that generations to come, they will not recognize. We are already a global village. Your children are going to be talking to people in Chile, that's in South America. They'll be talking to people in China. Are you with me? It's called Instagram, Baba. You can go and learn about it. Facebook. Twitter. They'll be talking to somebody in Chicago tomorrow. They'll be talking to somebody, in the Middle East. Your children will not understand the divisions you were brought up with. Believe me. There's a group called the millennials. They are born, living, and coming up right now. And they do not relate to you. Are you with me? And their children won't understand. They come up and say, Grandpa, what was the passport? What is a passport? Because the time of a global village is happening as we speak right now. We believe in it. That's why we started this company. We believed in it enough that we were willing to walk the walk to create this, a company that saw the world as one planet. There is another thing that comes with one planet. This planet, Mother Earth, Gaia, has taken all the rubbish that we can give her for centuries. We have trashed her. Are you with me? We have polluted her. We have destroyed her. And yet she has borne us all with so much love. Are you with me? This one world that we have to treasure. This one planet that we have, we chose to call it one planet because we all live because of her. Are you with me? And we treat her like rubbish. Now, that must change. If we want to leave a planet for our children to live in and their children after that, we have to begin by treasuring her. We as a company 20 years ago began as a vegetarian company. Not for any other reason, just to save the planet. And to recognize this one planet also has no boundaries, no divisions, which is why we became global from day one, which is why you have to be global from day one. Are you with me? Nothing restricts you from talking across the world today. And you have to learn this. You have to learn this because otherwise your children will speak a language you do not speak. So the thing is, do you want to be left behind? See, when I was growing up, my grandfather didn't understand television very much. He used to call it the devil's box. Only a devil will keep the children inside the house when they should be outside playing. So it is a devil's box. You understand? So he never understood the language we spoke. You want to be in the same shoes? Then you have to change the way you live right now. And that is the meaning of one planet. Now we're coming to the third. Right? One purpose! One purpose! Raise yourself to help mankind. Are you with me? Raise yourself to help mankind. Raise yourself. Raise yourself. Raise yourself. The first part of that is raise yourself. And that's why you are here. Do you understand that? The first part of that is that you have to let go of that first ball. That first iron ball that is dragging your feet right now. That you're not able to be freeing yourself from. Are you with me? And that means raise yourself. Never go on to the second iron ball because your purpose then kicks in. Are you with me? It's no point building all your assets up. At the end of the day, you are a caretaker. You are ultimately a caretaker. Every asset that you have will go on to someone else. What can you take with you? What can you take with you? Are you following me? So the purpose, if you understand the concept of rhythm very well, then the purpose will be very clear. Are you with me? Here, let's focus on this three message, this motto, these three sentences that is going to carry you over the next 5 days. Are you with me? Every message you hear for the next 5 days, our message for the last 20 years is these three sentences. And these three sentences must be there in your head. Are you with me? It must be written across. And you carry it in your heart. Believe in it. And so will the people who follow you. Believe in it. And success will find you. You chase success, you end up with frustration. Are you with me? Yes. You chase principles. You chase values. And success chases you. With one mind, with one body, with one spirit, you will utter after me. One! 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 One!